Jeffree Star has responded after his makeup arrived broken. James Charles has roasted the Dobre Brothers. PewDiePie is banned in China. What a sentence. And of course, it's a return of YouTuber Watch. Who will it be this week? All this now available in Cherry Ice Blast flavour on this week's edition of YouTuber News. Hosted by me, Benedict Townsend, and brought to you by PopBuzz. The only website that... Oh, sorry, you've got something on your face. Just there? Just on your cheek? No, opposite cheek. You got it. Cool. Our first story, Jeffree Star has responded after his new makeup arrived broken. Yes, Jeffree recently released some Halloween-themed makeup, but fans soon took to Twitter to complain. Firstly, that it had black splatters on the makeup, which they thought was mold, or some of them thought was mold. And secondly, that the makeup was utterly broken. But then again, who among us is not utterly broken? Jeffree responded saying, quote, "The black splatter is for Halloween aesthetic purposes, haha, it's spooky and has a ghost on the shade label. Just like the Jawbreaker highlighter, I wanted to do something fun. A few hundred out of a very large amount arrived broken, sadly." He went on to say, quote, "I pride myself on my customer service team, and all anyone has to do is email a photo of the broken product and we will send out a new one. No tea, just for handling from the USPS, United States Postal Service, but we prepare for these moments and always have extra stock for CS issues like this." And of course, CS Issues was the author of the Narnia series of books. So it looks like Jeffree is on top of this. It's a horrible thing when makeup breaks and shatters. I would know actually, because I didn't want to bring this up because I don't want to cry on the show. But in this past week, the makeup that they put on me for YouTuber News, I always insist that I don't need makeup, I have a perfect complexion, but my mean producers, they put makeup on me, and last week I did drop that makeup. And it did break, and here's a photo of me moments afterwards, and as you can see, heartbroken. But I will say I posted that picture on my Instagram and I had an outpouring of support from the YouTuber News community. So thank you all for being so kind and so loving in this very dark time for me. Successfully made that story about me. Perfect. Our second story, James Charles has hilariously roasted the Dobre Brothers for their infamous fan interaction where they all sat like a bunch of corpses while fans came in on a conveyor belt and stood next to them. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, a video went viral of a fan meeting the Dobre Brothers at a meet and greet. They were all sat around like this, and the fan came in and was like, "I'm so happy to meet you," and they were all like, "See?" And then she took a picture with them and she left. And the worst part is that tickets for this tour were as high as $599. We actually covered this on the live episode of YouTuber News. If you haven't seen this, we did a live episode of YouTuber News the other week to raise money for charity. And on that episode, I actually made fun of the Dobre Brothers and recreated their meet and greet. Here's some footage of that. All right, where are the children? Bring the stupid children in. We'll do the meet and greet. Hurry up.
Thanks, mate.
Cool, yeah, happy birthday or whatever.
Just one.
Okay. All right, cool. Cool. Have a great new year.
Big fan.
Sweet, have a great new year. And isn't that interesting? And you know who else recently did that? James Charles. So, can't help but feel that James Charles is copying me, as he's copied me my entire career. I did the Dobre Brothers thing, he did the Dobre Brothers thing. I got a YouTube channel, he got a YouTube channel. I've got a makeup range coming out. He already has a makeup range. But the difference is, my makeup range is not supposed to have the black spots. It's just mold. It's just fully mold. But, free mold. Anyway, cycling back, the Dobre Brothers initially blamed, quote, exhaustion for their lackluster meet and greet. They said they'd been touring very hard. You know how hard it is to tour around and meet fans who are paying hundreds of dollars to meet you? Oh, it's like working in a mine. And they blamed it on exhaustion, which at the time, James Charles said was ridiculous. He tweeted, in fact, quote, "What the actual f*** is this?" Well, now he's gone one step further and he's recreated the infamous moment. James headed to Brea Mall in California for his own meet and greet, following the release of his second palette in collaboration with Morphe. That's his Morphe mini palette, which we covered last week. It's like his regular palette, but mini. And there, he decided to recreate the viral moment. Roll the tape. In conclusion, that's a story that happened. Moving on. Our third story, PewDiePie has been banned from China, or at least his content has. Yes, PewDiePie, real name Felix Schellberg, and I'm just saying that because I'm proud that I know how to pronounce it correctly, has found that his videos and content are no longer accessible in China, and it's all because he laughed at a Winnie the Pooh meme. Genuinely. All right, to avoid causing any problems with Xi Jinping and China, we're not going to show that particular famous bear, but we are going to put a picture of a bear wearing a shirt. So, you know, this is a sort of a close approximation, but it is not the offensive Pooh himself. So it transpires that in China, Winnie the Pooh is a symbol that is used to make fun of the Chinese president. And as you probably can guess, the Chinese are not very fond of making fun of their president. So if you share a Winnie the Pooh meme, or say you're the biggest YouTuber in the world and you make a whole video about the meme, it's not gonna go great in China. Ni hao ma? No. Ni hao na. Well boys, we did it. I'm banned from China, PewDiePie said in a recent video. After I spoke out about the Hong Kong protests and mocked their leader as looking like Winnie the Pooh, I got banned from China. Yes, see, PewDiePie made a video about the ongoing Hong Kong protests, and he referenced the Winnie the Pooh meme, and I've just referenced the Winnie the Pooh meme. I'm gonna get banned from China, aren't I? Felix continued, quote, "That's right, now if you search anything PewDiePie related on any Reddit related forum in China or a YouTube related video, it will just be completely blank." PewDiePie saw the lighter side of the issue, but he did apologize to his Chinese fans who will no longer be able to see his content. He said, quote, "I'm laughing, but I'm sorry if you're in China trying to watch my videos. That kinda sucks." Taking to Twitter, he wrote, "Just found out I'm banned in China. Sucks so hard, dude." As well as posting a picture of a hole in a wall that he's jokingly saying that he punched. This means that PewDiePie has now been added to a long, long list of actors, singers, celebrities, and YouTube newsmen who have been banned from China. Recently, DJ Zed revealed he was also banned from China. He replied to PewDiePie simply because he liked a tweet from the official South Park account. South Park is itself, quite unsurprisingly, also banned from China. That now rounds out the list of countries I'm banned from as China, most of South America, which is itself a country, and Terabithia. It was me that pushed that child and killed them. It was just a prank, bro. Speaking of the Chinese Communist Party, it's now time for YouTuber Watch, the section of the show where I zero in on one YouTuber. Time for Dan How Watch. Happy Easter, everyone! It's me, the Easter Bunny. Seeing as it's Easter, I thought I'd do an Easter-themed episode of Dan How Watch. So, what was Dan getting up to on this, the week of the East? Well, Dan was at his home with his good friend Phil Lester, boiling eggs so he could paint them and leave them as tribute to the Easter Bunny, so the Easter Bunny would not come and drink his blood. And he got an egg, then he put it in the cart, and he said, "This egg is so beautiful. It is an ostrich egg, larger than your regular-sized egg. Truly, this will be the greatest Easter of all time. Bing bong! Oh, there's someone at the door!" And there was a person there in an Easter Bunny costume. But it was weird. The bunny only had one ear, and it was very thin and long. Almost as if there was something inside the costume taking up the space of the ear. "No point questioning that," said Dan. "Hello, Mr. Bunny, have you come for your eggs?" Bunny nodded. Dan reached into his pocket, took out the egg, mostly shattered at this point. "Give me your hand." Put the egg in his hand. The Easter Bunny went, crying. "Now time for leaving." "Wait," said the Easter Bunny. He started reaching towards his ear. "I've got a special Easter message for you." And Dan said, "Okay, I'll stand here completely defenseless and wait for this message." And he reached behind his head and he pulled out a little card. And on the front was a chick and it said, "Happy Easter." And Dan said, "Oh, isn't that so sweet?" And he took the card and he says, "I'll put that on my mantelpiece." "Have a great Easter," said the bunny, and he hopped away. This has been Dan How Watch. I'm Benedict Townsend, and this has been YouTuber News, which airs every week on YouTube, Snapchat, the PopBuzz Instagram account, all kinds of places. If you're not following already, make sure to follow to get brand new episodes the second they come out. And if you're watching this on a platform that has a like button, please click like. And if you're watching this on a platform that doesn't have a like button, please spend the next week or so trying to build one and insert it into the platform. Now, some of you may be wondering what happened to me after last week, what with being in a coma and everything, after being shot in the head. Well, we actually filmed what happened, you know, because we never miss up on a chance for content. And we've got that film right now. Here's what happened. All right, doctor, show me my new face. I hope you reconstructed it after I got that tiny wound in my head. Stop it! Wow, that was all a dream. Yep, it really was all a dream. What a cop-out. And you were there. And you were there. But most importantly, you were there.